Hey guys, it's Rachel from Paper Ventures. Today I'm sharing with you something that I haven't shared with you guys in a while, which is a scrapbook layout. Um, I just had a lot of fun with this one, and I usually record everything I do, but I had a lot of fun with this one, so I thought I would just share my process and show you what I did, just for a little change up of things. So the paper I am using is a wood grain paper or wood whatever from crepe paper, crepe paper. Why can't I think of it? Cute Girl. Yes, that's right. It's Crepe Paper Cute Girl collection, and I love, love, love this collection. I'm not seeing too many people work with it anymore, but I just adore it. And so what I did was I took an old gift card and I just laid down some white gesso on top of the paper. And now I'm kind of just going through the ephemera pack and picking out some pieces that I will want to use and just putting the ones aside that I don't want to use. And I picked out way more than I'll actually use. It was just like kind of a rough idea of what I could use, just to narrow it down. So anyway, I found this 6x6 paper pad at Joann's, which was fantastic because usually any American Crafts stuff or anything crepe paper, whatever, I always have to order it online and then pay shipping and all that stuff. So this was such a great find, and especially because for this paper pad paper pack, I didn't get the paper pad. I don't know if there was one. I don't really know how that stuff works, but I got the individual sheets. So I only have like 10 or 12 pieces of 12 by 12 paper. And so I wanted the paper pad so that I could use that for layering, and then the 12 by 12 paper for backgrounds or other things like that. So anyway, I'm just layering it up with some of my favorite papers that were in there. Luckily, there's 2 of each paper in the 6x6 paper pad, so I had lots of choice to work with. And I'm fooling around with different things. I didn't really have an idea of what direction I wanted to go in. I just knew I wanted to use this collection because I've been using a lot of Maggie Holmes Gather collection lately, and I'm getting kind of low, and I just love Cute Girl, so I thought it would be great to use, and it's really fun and colorful, and I knew I was scrapping a picture of my trip away, so that's why I am using this. And I also was trying to not use white paper's background because I'm pretty sure I'm all out. So anyway, so that's why I'm using the wood, and I really, really like the wood. I think it's really beautiful. So I am just taking a like a plastic bag thing and putting some watercolors on it, spraying some water from my bottle, putting some watercolors on it, and just putting it down, the smushing technique or packaging technique, whatever you want to call it. I'm not great at it, but I do what I can. So I think that looks pretty good. I don't know. I didn't want much, but I wanted a little bit of color in it because the white kind of like faded out the background, which is exactly what I wanted, and then the pink just kind of brought the colors together because there's a lot of pink in the layout. So there you go. That's what I was doing. I think it was pretty good for not being too much into mixed media, so I think it turned out okay. All right, so yeah, I kind of knew I wanted that tag, I wanted that doily, and it was just about positioning everything. And for the longest time, I have that love there, thinking that's what I'm going to do, but I eventually change it. Now, I've been watching a lot of Inky Quill lately, so that's Adele Toomey. I can link her down below, and she uses a lot of punches, so I was kind of inspired to do the same because I don't have a lot of punches. I literally have like 5 punches. And 2, I only actually use like 2 of them. This circle punch, and I just bought a heart punch. So I really wanted to just start digging into those, and the 6x6 paper pads are just so loaded. So I thought this was perfect. I could get rid of the scraps that I used for the papers I used for layering around the photo, and then just kind of tie it all together. So right now I'm just laying them all down, and then I think I just stopped recording when I actually taped it all down because that would be really boring for you to watch me do that. So now it's taped all down and I'm pretty happy with it. And now I'm going to add some dimension to my photo. So I'm going to take some old chipboard pieces from just some chipboard I have, like the outside pieces that will never be used and will just be thrown out. So I'm just using some of those because I saved them specifically for this so that I can add some dimension. I think that'll look really good because everything else is very flat, so it's good to have some dimension with that. And I am using my Tombow permanent adhesive to put that on. See, I'm still fooling around with that love thing, thinking that I'm going to use it, but I think I eventually switch. I was going to put some black into it, like a black scallop border or that banner thing, the XO thing, but there wasn't too much black going on it already, so I didn't want to add a new color. I put the puffy sticker flowers there. I'm thinking that looks good. The heartwood veneer. And then I figure I need some more wood. So I look in my stash because I don't know. I could just have one piece of wood, but originally I thought the title Travel Often would be a good title. You'll see me soon. Oh, maybe not yet. But I eventually start to do the word often, but then it doesn't turn out. It'll be in a few minutes. I wanted to kind of have some kind of border on this, and so I chose to do this. What I'm doing here, kind of on an angle a little bit. I was just bringing in that pink a little bit more to tie it all together. And I like the looks of that. And then I realized it's more straight than on an angle, while the bottom one is on an angle, so it looked a little funny, but I fix it up. There we go. Okay, back to the word travel. Here's where I'm going to try and attempt to add the word often, but I just didn't have small enough alphas for it. It just looked way too funny, so I was like, no, take it away, take it away. And I do keep it. I do keep the word travel, but I add it in the middle of the picture there. I was like, yes, that's perfect, because everything, like, I was so centered, everything was very symmetrical. I just thought it felt right. And then I put love there. You know how I said I didn't want to add black, and then I add black? Whatever. I think that's kind of funny. But for some reason, this worked when the others did not. Because then I add some tiny phrase stickers that are black, and it was finally starting to work for me. You know what I mean? So I add that to just kind of tie in all the black and then a few black enamel dots. And then I put that clothespin there. It was just too much, too sparkly, and that one worked out a little bit better for me. It was a little more low-key, I think. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I had a few more things you'll see in the photos, but other than that, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this process video, and let me know what you think, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.